Welcome, welcome to our Shine Bright Like a Diamond class. We're excited you're here, and so many of you have already put your names in the comments, and so I want to do a shout out to Amanda. Welcome, Amanda, and Tirsa. So glad you're with us. And Amy's on. Welcome, Amy. And Ruth. Yay. So fun. We get to hang out twice today. Me and Amanda and Ruth all got to hang out earlier today. And Catherine. Me and Catherine, too. Bless you. And Arava's on. Welcome, Arava. And Christine's on, too. Welcome, welcome. So, well, the giveaway today is one of my favorites. It's a mini microdermabrasion set. And this, we're going to be talking about this exfoliation product tonight. But this is great for travel, or if you've never tried it, for you to get introduced to it. This is going to last multiple uses. And I've never used the mini to like map it out, but I'm guessing it will at least last a month. That's my guess. But if you're pretty frugal with it. So, and welcome, Michelle. So glad you're here. So, Catherine, I'd love for you to introduce yourself. I mean, some of these ladies are, of course, already know you. They already know and love you. But if there's some guests who maybe have never met Catherine, tell them a little about you, your Mary Kay journey, and what you've loved about your Mary Kay business.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm Catherine Miller, and I live in Georgia. And every once in a while, there's a Mary Kay event, and I get to see Roseanne in person. Love that.
Yes, me too.
Yes. Anyway, and so so my Mary Kay journey, I fell in love with the skincare first. Skincare is really important to me. So anyway, so I got interested in skincare because I was one of those people with sensitive skin and breakouts and all kinds of stuff growing up. It got me interested in skincare. And then when I got to try Mary Kay, I was like, this is working great for my skin. So after using it for a while, I was like, I want my products at a discount. And then I kept getting like family members and friends and stuff using it and stuff. So I did that for a long time. And then I decided about 5.5 years ago that I wanted to build a business with this. So anyway, so I just switched gears. I could see the company was great. The friendships were great. I'm still in love with the product. It's been over 30 years that I've been using the product. Wow. And that, like I said, personal use first and then switch to business building. So, it fits whatever season of life you're in and whatever style, you need. It is a great business to have. And there's just lots of perks way beyond the product discount, like the friends and, the income and all the wonderful things, the knowledge. And building it as a business is also helping add wrinkles to my brain because I am learning new technologies.
Yeah.
And
that's where we want the wrinkles. We want new creases in our brain.
Yes, exactly. Not on our face. But definitely in our brain. And it gives me a reason to talk to people. And it's always easier for me to talk to people if I have something to talk about.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and uplift them. I love that. Oh, so cool, Catherine. Well, she's been in over 30 years. I've been 16 years. So together we have 46 years experience. That's pretty awesome. So here we go. We're going to talk about some amazing exfoliation products and want to do a shout out to Edith. She's on. And Kenzie, this is the third time I've seen Kenzie today. So we've got to hang out. It's been a great Thursday. So really great. So we are going to pull up. We're going to talk about 3 different products that help with sloughing off dead skin. And one of them is not for your face. So I'll keep you thinking about that here in a second. And then we'll also spin a wheel and find out what the gift with purchase is today. So if there's any products you're like, I need an order, I'm running low, you get a little gift or a little bonus for being here. And if you're just watching and you're stocked up on your products, we thank you so much for being on here because the consultants, we get to keep track of all the guests that we've had. And we do a special recognition each week at our meetings. And so you being on here means the world to your consultant. So make sure you text her after you watch this or after, even if you're watching the recording too. So, and we'll do a giveaway at the very end with the mini microdermabrasion set. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you type your name in the comments if you're a guest. And if you're a consultant, I'd love to know that you're on as well. So, okay, so let's pull up our slideshow. Shine bright like a diamond. And I'm going to first talk about our microdermabrasion. So this is a physical exfoliant that this has been out since the early 2000s because I think it was like 2003 or 2004 when this came out. It is that good that it is still relevant today. This is the very first product I ever demoed, and I couldn't believe how soft my face felt. Up until that point, I had always taken good care of my skin, um, but I had never used an exfoliation product. And so the purpose of using something to slough off dead skin once or twice a week is it's going to help your skincare to be even more effective. And so for the longest time, I used this twice a week paired with the pore minimizer step of it. So when you use the refined step first, that sloughs off the dead skin. And then when you replenish it with vitamins, the vitamins are going to absorb better into the skin since they're not sitting on top of dead skin. And I like to keep the microderm refined step in the shower. It rinses off a lot easier. So I have my cleanser in there. So I wash my face first and then I use the microderm. Make sure your eyes are closed. You don't want to accidentally get these little crystals into your eye. That is not pleasant. I've done that a time or two. And then, and I have a certain days when I use exfoliation products. So that way I don't accidentally use these 2 days in a row and just over exfoliate my skin. So usually on the weekend, I've kind of switched it. So now Saturday morning is when I use my microderm. And then this as a pair is 58. And then on Wednesdays, I'm going to have Catherine talk about the other product that we love. And that's the one I use on Wednesdays. Oh, and hello, Mom. Oh my gosh, my mom's on. And everyone wish her happy birthday. Her birthday's coming up. And Arva, she's saying hello to you, Catherine, as well. So, okay. So, Catherine, tell us about this incredible product.
Okay, so yes, it comes in a box like this. This is the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel, and then the jar looks like this. Love this stuff. So it's interesting because I use my microderm on the weekend and I use my facial peel during the week. So, but a lot of times I use my facial peel in the morning because you only need it for 10 minutes. So I'll often use that in the morning because I also use the retinol at night, and
Yeah,
that's just one pro tip. If you're using not the like something with encapsulated retinol, but our actual retinol product, then if you're exfoliating, you don't use retinol the same time you're using the
correct.
exfoliating product. So I use this in the morning so I can retinol all night. Anyway, every single night because I it does great things for me. I have
That's a cool.
combination
That's
skin.
cool. I like that.
Yeah,
Good tip.
anyway, but it's just 10 minutes. Okay, so this one, what I like to tell people, so there's exfoliation that's physical, and that can get a couple layers of your skin and slough off the dead skin cells. But then there's exfoliation that is chemical, and this is our what our facial peel is. And a chemical exfoliant can get several layers down. I keep noticing that I'm looking like this because that's where like the visual is of you guys. But my camera, I'm going to move my camera a little more center so that I'm looking a little more center. There we go. Anyway, I promise I'm not like looking at something entirely different. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, back to the thing at hand. So anyway, so yeah, so this is it has glycolic acid, which is a gentle exfoliant chemical, and it goes down like 4 layers, so twice as many layers as a physical exfoliant. And so it really gets the dead skin off. And as you can see from this transformation picture, it does an amazing job. Like I just remember the first time I used it, I could see the difference immediately. And you can also tell that you use it not just on your face, but also on your throat. And like Roseanne was saying, you don't use exfoliant in your eye area. So I always tell people feel your eye socket and just put it outside the eye socket, and you just leave it on for 10 minutes. And so I just put it on. I love using the little mask applicator for any of our masks, but I love using it, and you just pump it on. And one of these jars, because I'm using it like once a week, I mean, I slather it on, but this will last you 9 months or a year. I mean,
Mhm.
if you're, it lasts a long time, but I just slathered it on nice and thick. And as soon as I've got it on my whole face, I set my timer. You can see here's another example of someone who used it and she had like pregnancy mask and some sun damage.
Mhm.
And so after using it for 3 months, let's see, 3 months, yeah, 4 months.
Yep. Three
No,
months. You're right.
3 months, 3 months. You can see what a huge difference it made in her skin tone because it was helping to get all that older skin off and then get to the fresher, newer skin underneath. And then her other products are more effective because
Hmm.
they're getting right to the skin.
Yeah.
So can you think of anything else?
Yeah.
And
No,
then
well,
just rinse it really
perfect.
well when you take it
Yeah.
off. Oh, I will tell you this. It often there's like a tiny prickle when you put it on, and that is normal. It usually subsides after just a minute. It's not like pain, but just kind
Mhm.
of, I don't know,
Tingle.
yeah, like a little tingle. So yes, so you'll be like, oh, it's doing something. But
Mm-hmm.
what's nice is it's really gentle. I don't know if anybody's ever had to go to the dermatologist to get like a skin thing, a mole, or I don't know, not a mole, but anyway,
Yeah.
a, some kind of a spot or something off their skin. And like it's like scabbing and scarring. And I've heard that like a lot of those chemical peels are the same way, and you don't even want to leave the house. But with this,
Yeah.
it's gentle enough. You can use it up to every other day if you want, but at least twice a week exfoliate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great one to alternate. I also alternate it with the microderm.
Sure. Yeah. I love both. So, and
Mhm.
honestly, I've had people ask which one's better. And I'm like, they're both great. It kind of depends on what would you see yourself using. Do you see yourself putting something on, waiting 10 minutes, rinsing it off? Do you see yourself using something in the shower? I like them both, so I use them both. But honestly, it comes down to what will you actually use because the product doesn't work if you don't use it. So,
Exactly, exactly.
yeah. Oh, and thanks, Ruth. Wish my mom happy birthday. And Jenny's on. Cool. That's a cute picture. I think you've changed that. So that's fun. Oh, well, I love both of these so much, and I see a huge difference. And the neatest part is, when someone does go get a full-on chemical peel done, the results that they want are there, but there's a lot of redness and kind of raw skin for a while. However, when you're using this, it's just so gentle and gradual that as you use it twice a week and you're staying consistent, you're going to get those great results, but without all the redness and the rawness that you have to do when you're doing a full-on chemical pill, where this is a low-grade chemical pill. So
Mhm.
beautifully said, Catherine. Love it. Okay, then I thought it'd be fun to talk about another product that exfoliates. And I said, this one's not for your face. This is our white tea and citrus satin body. Yes. Oh my gosh. So I have one in every shower in my house. Well, actually, not in my kids, but in the guest shower and in my shower. They don't need this. And this scrub, you can decide how often you use it. I also feel like once or twice a week is a good amount of time for this one. So this one, you're going to be focusing on like your elbows, your arms, your legs, your feet, anywhere you feel like your skin needs a little more polishing. And because it has that satin, the satin in it has the shea, it's a shea scrub, which is also really moisturizing. I love to use this like if I'm going to do like a self tanner. They recommend
Mhm.
exfoliating all the dead skin so then the self tanner lasts even longer. So that's super great. I definitely do that. I'll use this a lot more in the summer because of that. It's a great foot spa. You can squirt it into like a gallon Ziploc bag with like our satin hand softener and the scrub, and just rub your feet. Put your feet in the bag and just rub that products around your feet and just leave it in there for like at least 10 minutes up to however long you want. So watch a movie and then you can just take your feet out of the bags and rinse your feet. So it's a great little in-home pedicure pampering treatment. So yeah, so I wanted to share about that. We also have satin body lotion if you have really dry skin. I have very dry skin, and I have not suffered with dry skin since I've been using this satin body shea lotion. She's got them all three. I didn't even tell her. She's prepared. Oh yeah, I don't know. Mine's over there, but yeah. So the satin body lotion, and then I use the satin body wash, which Amanda just won one on Tuesday during our Tuesday class. The satin body wash I use like a shower gel or shaving gel kind of thing, and as a body wash. So for me, we also have a 2-in-1 body wash, but 2-in-1 body wash and shave. But this is the one I use. So yay. And it has that white tea and citrus smell to it, which I really enjoy. So it's not too powerful. Nice. So yeah, so those are some products there. What we're going to do now is spin the wheel and find out what the gift with purchase is. And so if you're running low on products, that's not the screen I need. Remove. I need a different screen. Okay, here it is. So we'll spin the wheel. and find out what the gift of purchase is. Oh, that's awesome. 10% off any size order. So reach out to your consultant if you're needing to order products and let her know you're watching the class and that you get 10% off. That is awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to give you, I want to get everyone's name entered into the giveaway. And so make sure you've typed your name in, first of all. And I'm going to play some music and give you a chance to think about who you'd love to give the gift of a free pampering treatment. Like, which one of your friends deserves some self-care? They can live anywhere in the United States. And the one thing I love so much about this was I was referred to a Mary Kay facial back in 2009. And I'm so grateful because my friend had no idea I was struggling with infertility. She had no idea that I was looking for a part-time job and I had a lot of free time on my hands in the morning when I wasn't teaching piano. And it was just like an answer to a prayer in a way I was not expecting. And so this just makes my heart happy because I would not be in Mary Kay had it not been for this. And so I want you to pull out a piece of paper and you can think about the hardest working woman you know, the happiest woman, someone who's bringing you joy, the risk taker maybe in your group, the woman who always looks sharp, someone who has an entrepreneurial spirit, the greatest overcoming woman you know, someone you admire the most positive woman, the woman who needs some pampering, someone who just had a baby or someone who just got married. So thinking of people that you'd love to compliment. And you can just send those over privately to your consultant, and then she'll have a little gift for you. You can get half off a makeup item when you share 12 referrals or a free makeup item when you share 24. And I will play some music, give you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer to a free treatment, and then we'll wrap up and do our giveaway. Okay, I believe I've got everyone's name written on. So if you don't see your name, hurry and type it in the chat. And we are going to wrap up. Before we do the drawing, I want to, just remind you, you can share your friends that you'd love to refer to a free pampering treatment. And Joe Tina's on here. Yay, Joe Tina. So glad you're here. I'll get you added onto our wheel of names. Good timing. And so on this bundle and save deal sheet, we talked about two of the product. Well, actually, three of the products on here. They're all on here. Woohoo! We talked about the microdermabrasion set. That's what I talked about. And then Catherine talked about the facial pill, which is right next door to that. And so those each count as a set, and I'll tell you what that means here in a minute. So the microderm's 58, the facial pill 68, and they both last about 9-ish months to a year if you're using it twice a week or once a week. And depends on how liberal you are with the product, of course, too. And then down in the bottom section, the bottom right, where it says satin, it says body in the pink. There we go. The Shea Body Set. So you can get those individually, like the body scrub we talked about, the body wash, the body lotion, or you can get them as a set. So that is our bundle and save. And then our best kept, and the reason I was talking about the bundles, because you can get the Princess, Queen, or Cadillac deals when you bundle. So if you're getting the facial pill and the microderm, they're gonna last double as long because you're only using them once a week. And then if you want the Shea Body for your like your shower gel, your body scrub, body lotion, that's 3 sets right there. And then maybe you're wanting like the I Love This set or the masking set or the satin hands and satin lips. Then you have exfoliation for everything: the lips, face, hands, feet, elbows, everything with that. So that would be 4 sets. And like normally, I'm just curious if you're okay, like I want to pull up my calculator and just kind of do this. So the satin hands, the facial pill, and so that would be normally $256, and for the Princess price, it's $199. Plus, you get the travel roll-it bag. So that is awesome. But we also have 10% off tonight too, which would save about $25.60 if you got the things that we're talking about, plus the satin hand, satin lips. So the Princess price is still even better. So we always like to figure out what is the better deal for you and do that. So the Princess, you can pick any 4 sets and just pay $199. The Queen, you can pick any 6 sets and just pay $299. And the Cadillac, you can pick any 8 sets. And we're famous for our pink Cadillacs. I have a lot of pictures of Cadillacs all over here, but as we are a pink Cadillac unit now for our first time. And then the Trava roll-it back is the gift with purchase with that. And that's awesome for organizing in your bathroom, your day-to-day stuff, but also when you're going on a trip to pack. And me and Josie get to go on a Girl Scout camping trip here soon, like tomorrow. In fact, we're going to pack right after this. So, and then our best kept secret is our starter kit. And right now it's only $35 to start a Mary Kay business. With that, you get some samples, a catalog. You also get a website that customers can shop online. And this is not for everyone. So you might be totally happy as a customer, but if something from the opportunity would fulfill a need, whether it's the personal growth, the discount, that's the whole reason Catherine joined. She's like, I love these products and I want to get them at a great price. Or also to have a side hustle or to have the positive friendships, like Catherine said, that's priceless. It's $35 to join. And I always love to share if someone's considering it. When we do order from Mary Kay, we get 50% off. When we hand select $450 retail, it cuts it in half. We only pay $225 plus tax and shipping. And you only have to order once every 12 months to remain a consultant. So that's the 3 have-tos. So as we wrap up, thank you so much, Catherine, for co-hosting with me, and appreciate you and love you dearly. So, and yay. So let's spin our wheel. I think we have, I'm going to just check the Facebook group one more time. I don't see any comments there, but I prefer that you watch on YouTube because then I can see your comments. If you comment on Facebook, I have to go into the Facebook to go see them, but it's kind of funny how they change things. Okay, I'm going to add this back up to the stage. And so we have all your names up here. If you don't see your name, you have like 10 seconds. And I'm giving away the microdermabrasion. So the refined step, that's the ones I talked about, and the little pore minimizer. So you can just, whoever wins it, just make sure you only use it about twice a week, space it out. I would keep the first step in the shower, and then after you get out, I would put on the pore minimizer step before you put on a moisturizer, because that's going to be closest to the skin and be best to absorb and get all those vitamins replenished into
Little
your skin.
pro tip.
Yes.
Pro tip. If you if you have an oily area, like maybe right around the nose or like T-zone or something like that, the pore minimizer is nice to do every day.
Yes, that is so true. That is so true. I'm not dry, or I'm very dry, so I don't. But I read about that. Like
I
if you
use
feel
it
like you have
every
bigger
day.
pores, yeah. If you feel like you have bigger pores, use the second step every day, morning and night. So
Yeah, T-zone.
I'm so glad you said that. I
Yeah.
love your pro tip about being able to use a facial pill in the morning and the retinol at night. Oh, I love it. So great. So awesome. Well, we are going to spin our wheel and find out who our winner is. Thank you guys so much for being on here. Next week is our eye makeup tips and tricks. We're going to be sharing about some eyeshadows. Me and Christine get to co-host that. And Edith, oh, beautiful Edith. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Oh, yay. So you are the winner of our mini microdermabrasion set. I'll be popping that in the mail to you. Thanks so much for supporting Sarah and all of you supporting your consultants. It means the world to us. So thanks for supporting a business owner, a small business owner. We're so grateful for our beautiful Mary Kay and starting this company and all the joy that it's brought externally to internally. So we're so grateful. Well, thank you so much. Hope to see you guys next Thursday for our makeup tips and tricks. And thanks, Catherine, for co-hosting. Love
See you
guys.
later.
Talk to you later.